It turns out we do need fossil fuels, as new numbers say AI data centers now use more energy than the country of Italy. By 2030, they'll use more energy than Japan. According to CNBC, electric companies across America are, quote, struggling to keep up with soaring demand from AI data centers. Google estimates that a single AI query uses 1% of the daily energy consumption of American home. Given there's 500 million queries per day, that comes to 5 million homes worth of electricity, which is roughly the state of Ohio. That's doubling every year on what McKinsey estimates is $8 trillion of capital expenditure on AI by 2030. So to give a sense, Elon Musk just opened the Colossus project in Memphis, which will power the next generation of Grok, and it's planned to consume roughly 4 times the power of the entire city of Memphis, which is its neighbor. OpenAI, of ChatGPT fame, recently cut a deal with NVIDIA for 10 times that. Now, environmentalists who've been trying to put us back in the Stone Age are, of course, losing their minds. All that work getting cows to stop farting, and AI drinks the milkshake. The question is, what does it do to consumers? So customers in 13 states are already facing hikes in electric bills. New Jersey is up almost 30%. Missouri is close to 40%. Of course, a lot of this is billions spent on useless green energy, roughly 2/3 of it, according to one study. But gigawatts of AI demand will make it worse unless we get a whole lot more generation. Of course, we could just walk away from AI, but given AI's exploding applications in manufacturing, cancer and drug discovery, even military applications like drone swarms or satellite defense, that would be roughly like abandoning the internet in 1995. Now, the problem is decades of environmental regulation has run down the entire fossil fuel supply chain. Natural gas turbines, for example, are sold out for 3 years. In fact, there's bidding wars on used turbines. Even basic transformers have a 24-month waiting list. U.S. refinery capacity is down 1 million barrels since 2019. Blue states have imposed moratoria on fossil generation, instead pouring billions into green unicorn farts. California, for example, now pays other states to take its daytime solar glut and then buys it back at 3 times the price at night. Wind farms are literally paid to shut down, so-called constraint payments, so they don't screw up the grid with their wind spikes. So fossils out of stock, unicorn farts are a joke. That leaves the last man standing, nuclear. This has long been the cheapest energy, and modern nuclear is very safe. So-called passive systems prevent meltdowns, unlike 3 Mile Island, built in 1968, or Fukushima, built in 1967. The trick, of course, was regulation. We went 30 years without a new plant, and that one took 11 years. Enter Donald Trump, who signed executive orders in May streamlining nuclear permits and licensing. Response, AI companies are now piling into modular nukes, with Microsoft, Amazon, and Google collectively signing 3.5 gigawatts, which is 4 times current nuclear generation. The U.S. Army just announced they're building their own microreactors. So what's next? Brought to you by I Trust Capital. It'll take trillions to rebuild our starved grid. Happily, AI is willing and able to pay for it as long as the Greens get out of the way. But if environmentalists keep blocking reliable energy, we will continue getting 40% price hikes or even electric grid collapses like we're already seeing in Europe. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.